Kizza Besigye's speech from prison scares General Kaguta Museveni. During the PFF National Delegate Conference, Kizza Besigye was the guest speaker, yet he was in prison. He was able to speak to the congregants, but also give them hope that anytime soon, Uganda is going to be liberated. Among the very many people who have sacrificed for this country is Dr. Kizza Besigye. In fact, I love politics, but I cannot see myself sacrificing as Dr. Kizza Besigye. Even when he has told the nation that he will never be a candidate again, but he's still fighting. Even up to now, he's still in jail. I pray that Kizza Besigye does not die in jail. Kizza Besigye is making 70 years soon. He fought for this regime, but he's still incarcerated in Luzira on fictitious charges. What a shame. Okay? But he's still strong. When he was speaking, you saw the strength in his voice. You saw the love he has for the country. Kizza Besigye is not a poor man. At that age, he can, even if he decides to rest or retire like Semoge did, he would enjoy the rest of his life, but he's continuing to put his life on the front. Before I proceed, let me play a tape when Kizza Besigye was speaking. Here's the tape.
But that has never changed leaders peacefully. All our leaders have come into power using guns, using force, through war, causing death of many people, destroying even what infrastructure and properties have been built over the years. Now, the violent changes have meant that we, the people, have no control over the governments. Governments do what they like, and we cannot influence what is going on for our benefit. When elections are held, they are held simply to show that some people may be participating, but as we all know, the voices of the people are not respected during elections. Indeed, that is why the current regime had a war lasting 5 years that started after an election, a rigged election. And that's how all elections have been. So the situation, once you are in a country where a few people control the country without being under the control of the greatest majority of the people, that situation is called a dictatorship. What we have been having in our country all these years is a dictatorship. Control of a country by a few people. When we talk about control of a country, what do we mean? We mean that the control of decision making to decide for the country is in the hands of a few people. The greatest majority of the people have no say. For example, we have been having our armies going to fight in all kinds of countries. People in Uganda have never decided whether we want our young people to go to those wars that our people are fighting today. It's the decision of a few. How our money here in the country is used, to what benefit, is a decision of the few. And that decision making within the country is the most important that directs how things happen and who benefits in the country. Once you don't have the power to decide, you don't benefit from the decisions that are made. So our country is controlled by a few in decision making. Our country is...
That is Kizza Besigye. So you clearly see that Kizza Besigye is still struggling. I keep on telling these young fellows of mine that, what are you doing for a country? People sacrificed their life in the 80s. Even up to now, they are still streamlining the policy of the country. Kizza Besigye is the reason as to why the personal tax was removed. Bobby Wine was the reason, okay, as to why army officers are now getting salary enhancement. These people have put their life on the line, yet people who are still strong like me, like you, are doing nothing. So Kizza Besigye be bringing him as a on the national convention to be the guest speaker was a masterstroke. In fact, during the PFF, he was made the chairman of the Council of Elders, if I'm not mistaken. But being in that council, you cannot run for office. So it means that Kizza Besigye is not going to be seen on the ballot in the near future, but he's still sacrificing for a country. I hope Kizza Besigye leaves the prison alive. But as it stands, the regime is more than ready to make Kizza Besigye die in prison. What a shame. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make us by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makindye East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makindye East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.
Sigadde nze Mr. Makindye Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali kantu ene guno omukisa okubategeeza mbu ngenda kwesimba okuwa MP Makindye East 2026 nesimbawo luli era nkomawo bataata bamaama basenga bajjajja okubasaba akalulu. Makindye East ediridde nnyo emabega okumala emyaka 2 okuva omugenzi Sebana we yagenda. Yonsanga lwaki buli mukulembeze ajja tumuwayo ekisanja kimu kubanga tukola ensobi. Abakulembeze ba Makindye East okumala emyaka 15 buli we baranking abakulembeze abakozi b'omu parliament abatakyasinze kwogera babeeramu 2 abasemba. Ebyo bintu birina okwogerwa. Twetaaga omukulembeze ng'alina obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Twetaaga omukulembeze nga fighter, si bano bajooka. Bw'oba ng'ogenda saabalira ku mazzi ne baleeta eryato ly'ebbumba ne baleeta ne speed boat, tosobola kukwata lyato lya bbumba ogenda osaabale kubanga lijja kunywa amazzi obbire bassebo ne bannyabo. Oba olina kulondawo speed boat efubutuka kaweewo ekusomese mangu. Nze Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali, nze speed boat. Bannaye munonde muninnye nsooke mbasaabaze ku speed ey'ekizungirizi. Eddoboozi lyaffe libadde teriwulirwa. Kyekiseera mu 2026 mulonde nze kamwa kwogera Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali ayina eddoboozi eryamwanguka ajoyimirira ku parliament ayanje ensonga mu beesimbyewo bonna bassebo ne bannyabo teryansinga kwanja nsonga. Abaneesimbyeko bonna baneegomba olw'engeri gye njogeramu, olw'engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Gw'oba okiwakana eno YouTube yange sooka ogiraba ogifollowing ogisharing olabe ne video eziriko engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Kuba mwaka faananyi nga ndi ku floor ya parliament nga ngamba Mr. Speaker sa wa Madam Speaker sa waliwo asobola okugaana okuwulira. So mu 2026 tetukola era ne mulonda omulala atali Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. Musibe bulungi, mweraba. Peace.
Mpala na wala kusaba kimuze mpala na bulungi waji abampala no bulungi nange benjagala obulungi.